Hello! How is everyone doing today? What's up, guys? How's it going? Good to see you. Feels like it's been forever. Kinda has. It's been about a week. How are you guys doing? As you can see from the title, we're gonna be talking about how to meet your spirit guides or even loved ones who have crossed over in the dream state, because that's been happening a lot lately and I kind of want to talk about it. For those of you who are in my community lucid dreaming group on Facebook, you've already heard me talk about it, and I did post about it in the community tab as well about my dream last night, and I thought it was really interesting, and so I wanted to talk to you guys about it. Also, there's going to be a couple changes that I do want to mention to you guys. Hello, how's it going? Welcome. Okay, so Marcus, you're here. Yay, hi. Okay, there's going to be a few little things that I do want to say. So, before, I was having you guys email me directly if you guys had any questions. I did not expect to get so many emails, so it's actually been hard to go through all of them. So there's going to be a couple different changes to that, but don't worry, we're still going to be able to connect. I clicked on this so fast because this just happened to me. Really? Then we are just connected, aren't we? I would love to hear your experience. If you've had experiences with this, guys, definitely leave it in the chat. I would love to hear your experience for sure. So before, I was having you guys email me directly with any questions you had. How's it going, Rashmitha? And I didn't expect to get so many questions, which is great. I love talking to you guys. But now I kind of want to redirect this. So for those of you who have a Facebook, I do have a lucid dreaming community group for this community specifically, where you can post anything in there. You can ask questions to the community. I'm very active in there, so it's easier to get in touch with me in that group. It has taken me some time to get back to your guys' emails, and of course I don't want you waiting, especially for the amazing questions that you guys have been sending me via email and your stories. And the lucid dreaming community group that we have on Facebook is specifically for you guys to connect, to talk about your experiences, anything you're experimenting with, any questions. So I want to direct you guys back to that group. No worries, Marcus. No worries at all. For those of you who do not have a Facebook, you can either create one to be a part of the group on there and we can connect, and there's over 300 members in there that are from this community that would be so happy to connect with you guys. It's such a beautiful space in there. Everyone is so loving, so supportive. The group is very active, so I definitely recommend checking there. The link is in the description. If you guys need the link, I will also post it in here. Finally catch one of your stream. How you doing? Oh, Nitin, how are you? I'm so happy to see you here. So, if you guys, I would definitely recommend joining the Facebook group. I also have an email list where I send out lucid dreaming tips, astral projection tips, stories, discounts, giveaways, you name it. So I definitely recommend checking out my email list as well. All of the links that I'll ever tell you guys are in the description. But if you guys want me to post any link specifically, let me know in the chat and I'll post them. But if you guys have any questions, I'm going to kind of steer away from the email just because it's taking me so long to get back to everybody, and I want you guys to be able to connect with not only me, but the community quickly and have that support system. So the Facebook group, it's called Haylee Lynn's Lucid Dream Team. Again, the link is in the description. I would definitely recommend joining there. Say you guys do not have a Facebook, and so you guys don't want to create a Facebook to join the group. I do have an option for the members on this channel. If you want to be a member, a YouTube member on this channel, you can pay to be a membership. You can pay monthly to be a membership. I think the lowest tier is like $5 or something. And you get exclusive access to a Discord community where you can connect in Discord with us. You get 10% off on all of the courses, classes, mentorships I offer, and my merchandise. And there's lots of other benefits too. You get custom like emojis and all this little fun stuff, right? So the Facebook group is one way to connect. I definitely recommend that. YouTube memberships will also allow you to connect with me personally. You'll get exclusive videos. I post tons of random videos that the public doesn't get to see on my YouTube channel. So if you are a member, you get access to those videos, and you also get access to the Discord community. 𝒚𝒔𝒕𝒊𝒄𝒔, what is up? Eric, what is up? Jason, how is it going? Of course. Thank you for your emails too. Thank you for... My TV just turned on. I'm gonna turn that off really quick. There's some interesting stuff happening already. Okay, let me turn that off really quick. Okay, that's kind of weird, right? YouTube literally just turned on, so weird. Okay, we're starting on a great start. So I just want to let you guys know how you can connect with me. I have a few different updates, so don't worry, we're gonna get to the video, but I'm like really excited to talk to you guys today. Yeah, the spirits wanted to watch some like gaming stuff. It was someone's like Twitch channel. So all right guys, you do you. I'll leave this remote here for any of the multi-dimensional friends that want to hang out here. There's the remote. Some crazy stuff has been happening here actually lately. I'm not even gonna lie. It's actually been so fun. But I wanted to tell you guys the different ways that you can connect to me. So if you have any questions, when we're live, you can ask them in the comments. As you can see, I get so many comments on a lot of my videos. I usually check them like 2 to 3 hours after I post the video, and then I don't see a lot of the comments. I still try to get to them, but to connect with me, easiest, and to connect with the community, I definitely recommend the Facebook group. You can become a YouTube member, which you get access to the Discord community. Or, I haven't done this yet, but I will be making, if you guys have the app Telegram, it's like this little like chat kind of thing. It's kind of like WhatsApp a little bit. I will be creating that eventually for the community, so you guys will have an app on your phone that you can actually like post your dreams in, like basically everything that you can do in the Facebook group. So those are the updates for that. I think they are watching my TV. Yep, I think they are. Let me see what's going on here. Okay. Eric, oh my god, that's so sweet. Thank you. Also, I am doing a masterclass on the 5th, which I'm so excited about. I did make a post about it. If you guys saw it, I do post a lot in my Facebook group. I also do post on the community tab here on YouTube. And Mitten. And I'm going to be doing a masterclass, a live masterclass. It's going to take place in a private Facebook group. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to decode your dreams and how to interpret the unique symbolism in your dreams, specific to you. I'm so sorry to tell you, but dream dictionaries, they're not useful. Because even though there may be certain things that will have like collective symbolism, right? Like spirit totems and stuff like that, and animal totems. Your dream is speaking to you specifically based off your past experiences, your emotions, things that you like, things that you don't like. So it's using everything within your subconscious mind to communicate with you. So it's very specific to you. So I will be doing a video or a live masterclass on how to decode your dreams and uncover the unique symbolism so you can communicate with your subconscious mind and connect with the inner self a lot easier. This is going to be super, super cool. The investment is $55. The link will be available. The recording will be available. It will be emailed to you, or I'll put it on my course website. So if you enroll in this masterclass, you will have lifetime access to this. Now, this is a part of my series. If you guys remember my Dreams of series, it's an 11-part masterclass series, all on dreamy stuff. And I'm super, super excited. The symbolism class is the first class out of all of them. And the reason why I created this class or this series is to take you on a journey. So every masterclass kind of leads into the other, right? And so through this series, I'd have to pull up because there's 11 masterclasses, but it's like everything about dreams and lucid dreams. So the whole series is meant to take you on a journey. Of course, you can sign up for individual masterclasses, or you can get in on the entire series and have lifetime access to this. I'm doing one masterclass a month. So for the next 11 freaking months, there is going to be a dream masterclass for you. Okay. So if you see any posts about the masterclasses I'm running, it's probably what it's about, right? Nin, welcome to the community. Look at you. Oh my gosh. So good to have you here. Thank you so much for becoming a member. See, just like that. Now, I don't know if I have the Discord link available for like in the comments of like the lowest tier of, or like all the tiers of my membership. So I will send you the link to the Discord community. We need to get that poppin', right? So there's different communities where you can connect to in the membership. So thank you so much for joining it, and I'm so excited. There will be more membership videos coming out. There's going to be masterclasses for all members, and you will actually see now that you are a member, that you have access to the full first day of the workshop that I ran, the 4-day workshop. So you actually get to learn about a lot of the symbolism that we'll be talking about. Yay! So as you guys can see, there's different ways to connect to me and the community. Super awesome. So those are the couple of the things that I wanted to mention. So if you have any questions, if you really want them answered and maybe they're like time sensitive, I would definitely recommend putting them in the Facebook group. Again, the link is in the description. You can find it under Haylee Did's Lucid Dream Team. That is the easiest way to connect with me and the community, right? I am currently living in Utah in the United States, but I will be moving to Vancouver, Washington soon. And speaking of traveling, I have a couple things to report. So now we're getting into that. I also have a couple card decks here, so I will be pulling a couple cards collectively for us. I have a ton back there. I literally have like 20 decks, but I just felt like pulling cards today. So we're going to do a couple of that before we get going. No worries, Beachy. If you're talking about the community group, we will be creating a Telegram like community chat. And then if you ever want to create just a Facebook to be in the group, feel free to do that. That's literally probably the easiest way to connect with me right now. Aside from becoming a member, those comments and chats are priority, of course. And then you'll get access to the Discord server that way. But speaking of traveling, first of all, in July, yes, the end of July, I will be going to Vancouver, Washington. I will be trying to vlog my trip. Oh, perfect, Beachy. Awesome. Yeah, I should be creating that soon. I will be trying to vlog my trip. I will try to go live there too. Getting an Airbnb there. I'm super excited. I'm literally on the border of Oregon and Washington. Gonna go on tons of adventures. I'm so excited. And also, this actually just happened today. I am going to be running my first retreat. It is not my retreat. I am a part of the facilitating aspect of it. It's actually my coach. She is a wealth and business coach. She is running her first women's retreat in Florida, and I was asked to be a part of it. So I'm going to be facilitating my first freaking retreat. I have never been to Florida. I have never even been on the east side of the United States. So as you guys can see, I'm a little bit like really hyped right now because things have just been manifesting so fast, and I just feel so excited. Like I could just start laughing. Like I don't know why, I just feel so giddy right now. I'm just like everything is just happening, and I'm just like so excited. I do want to pull some cards, like I said, and then I will be sharing my dream experience with you guys, and then I would love to hear if you guys have had any experiences with connecting to your spirit guides. Sorry, I'm feeling so excited. I just feel like laughing. Okay, I will have to go back on a lot of your comments. Oh, no, I am from Florida. Oh, really? Thank you. I am so freaking excited. So literally like July 28th, I will be going to Washington. I still may be going to the Stanley. I may still be going to the Stanley Hotel like late August, maybe September-ish. That's still up in the air, which is the haunted hotel that was based off The Shining. If I still go there, I will vlog my experience. I will literally stay up all night, and I will literally take you guys on my ghost hunting adventure with me. That is the plan if I'm still going. So stay tuned for that. And then, yeah, in October, the 1st of October, I will, be going to Florida. What do you mean, Jason? I'm so unfamiliar with that. I literally have no idea. I guess it will just be a surprise. Hello, Justin. So is this limited to the dream state during sleep or daydreams too? You can do it in any state. That's what I'm kind of going to talk about today, is not only the dream state, but also how to connect with your guides while you're awake too, because that's been super freaking interesting for me. First, I want to pull a couple collective cards for us. I've never done this before, but I definitely do this on my own time a lot, so I'm just going to pull a couple cards for us. And then we'll get into the topic. All right. All right. Florida man, what is that? Well, I was just answering your question, Justin. Just answering your question. Except the hurricane season. Yeah. I don't know when that is, but I think I should be fine. It'll be so fun. There's gonna be drum circles, cacao ceremony, and I'm gonna be helping out with a lot of it, which I'm so freaking excited. Oh, that's a thing. Okay, well, I guess I know why they say Florida is literally like another planet. That makes sense. That sounds actually hilarious and entertaining. Okay, let me connect to this. And this is another way I connect to my guides. Before I pull cards, I will say, can I please connect to my guides at the highest frequency? Please help me pick the correct cards for me and the collective at this time. Whatever you need to hear, please show us the message or reveal the message to us that we need to hear at this time. I mean, I guess it sounds like Florida from what I've heard. I've literally never been there, but I've heard some things. I'm getting an intuitive nudge to pull 2 of these, and then, so this was the 𝒚𝒔𝒔 deck. I know it's backwards, so you're gonna have to, you know, read it backwards, except I told you what it was, so you don't have to worry. And then the Moonology deck. I do not play Roblox. No, I've never played Roblox before in my life. Oh, really? Where are you from, Twee? How long did that take you? Sorry if I'm like laughing. I'm just like so hyped. Today has been, oh my gosh, and it's 10:10 right now. Oh my gosh. I have seen like 1 a million times today. Oh, Canada. Oh my gosh. Hey, we'll be neighbors eventually. I definitely plan to take some road trips there. I have a few friends in Canada. I have a client in Canada that I'm like literally dedicated to seeing. He's my little dream buddy. He's the one that I created the magic forest with. I mean, I might be Arcturian, I might be Palladian, I might be all of them, I might be everything and nothing at the same time. Oh. Okay, can I please talk to my guides in my highest frequency? Please help me pick the correct cards for me and the collective at this time. Bro, I astral project. I've definitely met some like weird entities for sure. Okay, I got an urge to pull 3 actually. This feels right. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna break down the little reading I got for us. So the first 2 cards are from Earth Magic, and then the 3 are from the Moonology deck. So the first card is Dawn, New Beginnings. I know it is all backwards, just stick with me. I will always tell you what it says so you don't have to try to read it backwards. There is new energy happening all over the planet, especially within our lives, but it only can really take place in our lives if we claim that there is something new happening. But in order for this new energy to take place in our lives, we have to be willing to do something differently. So what is there something that you can do that you've been maybe scared to do, but that would be different, something that you're not used to? Because growth and expansion and abundance is literally born in the unknown. If we do the same things every day, if we think the same thoughts, if we have the same feelings, if we take the same actions, we're going to get the same results and we're going to be stuck in the same circumstances, right? So it's all about seeing how you can step into your highest state of being every single day in whatever way that you can. So I actually haven't done a lot of masterclasses this year, and so that's why I came up with the Dream Series Masterclass, because that's one way to push myself into creating what I know that the world needs to hear. And I'm multi-passionate. I'm so passionate about so many things, and instead of sitting on those and being in my own world, I should let people into that world and take people on a journey with me. So that's one way that I'm going to honor this energy of new beginning. So how can you do something new today? If you have a routine, how can you make each thing in that routine interesting? How can you change it up at all to generate new thoughts? Because that's how we reprogram our brain, right? I have been the one to sleep in till like 3 p.m. sometimes. I'm not going to lie. I love sleep. Hello, Luke. How's it going, Travis? Guys, I promise I'll catch up on your messages. But that's one way that I'm pushing myself, is to change my complete schedule. I'm going to be going to bed earlier. I'm going to be waking up earlier. I have set alarms on throughout my day to tap into my desires, so I don't go unconscious throughout the day. I want to constantly be in alignment with who I am, what I desire, and what I'm creating in my life. So that's one thing that I have done to really change my day-to-day life. So how can you create a new beginning for yourself every single day? The next card is the Milky Way, perspective. A lot of how we experience reality is how we perceive reality. So how are you perceiving things in your life? I've had a few issues lately with other people. It's mostly been people that I've been related to, and I have this certain perspective on it, but because I hold this very specific perspective, I get very specific results. But we have to learn not to take things personally. Say that you've been having issues with a family member, maybe a friend, maybe you've had to cut some people off. What's your perspective about that? What are the thoughts that you're telling yourself about that situation, and what are you making that mean about you? Because our perspective will really create the results that we get in our lives. And even though we can't force people to change, right? And we should never try to force people to change, we should allow ourselves to see a different side of the coin, allow ourselves to see a different perspective. And that will actually generate a new set of thoughts, a new set of feelings, a new set of actions, and we'll get new results just from changing our freaking perspective. How cool is that? Right? Travis, I have been there. You are not alone. I have been there. Beachy, I agree with you, right? And it's how can you create your own world, right? We see the external world going on right now, and maybe it's not something that we particularly prefer. That's why I completely tune out of it, because whatever's going to happen, right? But all I can control is my physical life, my day-to-day life, and how I feel, what I do, and what I think. So that's what I concentrate on. And say that you live in a world that's full of chaos and full of drama, right? A lot of us may see that in the world. But how can you create that inner peace? How can you create that inspiration, that beautiful motivation? How can you create your dream life from where you are now? You don't have to change other people. You don't have to try to change the other world. Imagine if everybody focused on self-mastery, and that self-mastery reflected outward into the world. We would literally create a new world just by focusing on mastering the self. Focus on your alignment. What are the feelings that you actually want to feel throughout the day, even if your circumstances don't align? Like me, I've been in Utah for 25 years, and I do not really like it here, right? It was my comfort zone, and it's still my comfort zone because I've never lived anywhere else. But how do I want to feel? I tune into Washington, I tune into the West Coast, and every time I travel there, I feel so activated. I feel so energetic. I feel so creative, inspired. I'm talking to random people on the street. Like last time I went to Venice Beach, I was just like this little flower child, talking to everybody. I was dancing. I was just like, I activated. Playbacks are at 111. Look at that. I like activated this whole new level of myself. Can I bring that energy here now? Because if I change my energy, that's going to literally change my perspective. That's going to change my thoughts. And then the universe is going to align things. It's going to orchestrate things in my life to put me where that is an energetic match for what I'm bringing in. So if you feel stuck where you are, if you don't like the people that you're around, if you don't like the state that you're in or wherever you are in the world, in your most desired reality, how would you be feeling? What do you desire to feel? Can you feel that now? Because happiness is it's like we don't have to travel anywhere to find it. It's a journey that takes no distance. We have to activate that in ourselves, and we'll notice that our life will start to change because we've activated it first. So the perspective card is all about not waiting for your circumstances to change how you feel, but allowing how you feel to change your circumstances. And I promise you, if this sounds too good to be true, I get it, dude. I have been there. I totally understand, but this cannot be closer to the truth. Like, this is exactly how it is, and you just need to surround yourself with people that inspire you. Find your soul family. What would you do in your most desired reality? Like lately, I have been feeling a little bit discouraged here in Utah because I tell myself Utah makes it so I don't feel creative, and that has been my perspective. So what has been the result? That I haven't felt creative. I haven't painted, which I love painting. I love doing art. I love making random weird crafty things. But because I've told myself a specific story, it has stopped me from living in a specific way. So now I have I have set like 4 alarms on my phone throughout the day, and it just says tap into your desire. So as soon as my alarm goes off, I tap into my desire. What am I desiring now? What do I want to feel? Oh my gosh, I can feel it. It's like it's right here. I'm feeling giddy. I feel so inspired and so happy. I'm so grateful that this is even a possibility. And then magic happens, right? So if you stop to tune into that beautiful feeling, you will see a beautiful world. I promise you. Perspective is key. And to change your perspective, notice what beliefs you have about your certain situation. Notice what thoughts you have and what feelings you have. And I promise you, you will start to see a whole nother world. And that's one reason why I love my channel, because I want to be able to get together with you guys and create a beautiful, fun, playful space where we can not only dream, but bring our dreams to reality, right? So that is the perspective card. This is mutable moon, which means nothing is set in stone. So this really represents being stuck on a specific result. Say that you are sure that this one thing is going to happen, like going to Florida, for example. Even yesterday, I was like, I probably shouldn't get my hopes up because I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. I already have a couple trips planned this year. I really don't think that's going to happen, right? But that wasn't set in stone. That was my perspective on it. So I changed my perspective. Well, what if something wild happened? What if a miracle happened today? And what if I could figure out a way to go to Florida? And so I started tuning into what it would feel like to actually go. My freaking coach messages me and asks me if I want to work the retreat with her. Okay. Hey. So even things that we really believe are set in stone are actually not set in stone. It's our perspective that makes things true or not. But the feelings that you have, that is what, oh my gosh, and now our watch time's at 3:33. Our perspective is what creates our circumstances. So how are you perceiving a certain situation? Are you like, oh, it's a no-go, it's dead, done, like, there's no way that nothing could come good out of this, right? Our perspective will make that so. So suspend all disbelief and believe that miracles are normal. Miracles are normal, okay? You can have something magical happen to you every single day of your life. But the ones who don't believe in magic can't experience magic because it is not in their reality. They do not have the consciousness to perceive magic because they don't believe it is possible for them. In Peter Pan, you had to believe in fairies to be able to see Tinkerbell, right? It's the same thing. You have to believe something is possible in order to even have the possibility to experience it. So know that nothing is ever set in stone. Something could change last minute, but it's all about how you perceive the situation. All we can control is our thoughts and our feelings and the actions that we take. And that is all we need to control to literally live the life that we want to, right? Full moon in Pisces is the next card. So this is balancing spirituality and practicality. Are you super practical, for example? And you're like, oh no, I only need to think with logic. I'm very left brain, right? There's no way I can take care of this with my energy. Or are you the complete opposite? I don't need to take any action. I'm in total alignment. I can just sit here and the world will come to me. We need to create a balance between those. And all that really is the balance between alignment and aligned action, right? Casey, thank you so much for the $25. I love you. One of the best books I read was The Alchemist. It's all about omens. Yes. And this is all alchemy, right? And this also goes back to kind of, I don't know if you've read Think and Grow Rich, but that is a really amazing book as well, which teaches how to get in alignment and take aligned action. Thank you so much for that comment, Casey. If you guys have not read the book Alchemist, I would definitely recommend it. Thank you, Casey, for that. Thank you again. So we have to be able to balance. Oh, your ears keep ringing. Oh my gosh, that was happening to me earlier. It's because you're literally activating a new level of you. You're literally opening your consciousness to a new level of reality. That's how I perceive it. And so that's how it comes into me. So it's about balancing not just spirituality, but how you feel and how you perceive the world around you. So some people may be like, oh, the world is going to crap, like everything sucks, there's so much drama, there's so much hate, and that may be the case, and I know that is a case for a lot of the collective, but in my personal reality, in my space, there is magic, there is miracles. I am connecting to beautiful souls all around the planet. I get to do what I love and inspire other people to do what they love. I get divine messages all day and every day. I get to live the life I want because I believe that I can. Imagine if we all believed that. We could literally change the world. That's why self-mastery will literally lead to collective mastery. And I do believe that your ears are ringing, maybe because you're also getting downloads from this. Suspend all disbelief. Know that miracles are normal. Know that miracles happen every single day. You are magical. You live in a magical, friendly universe, and anything is possible, but you have to believe that it is, right? Because if you want something to happen that you don't believe, you won't be able to perceive it, even if it's right in front of your eyes. Like even if it's on your nose, you won't be able to see it because you don't have the capacity to be able to perceive it, right? People told me that too, Twee, and that is not true. Because that's something that doesn't really go away. Like, I absolutely believe it's downloads. Because that happened to me earlier when I literally was manifesting something. I was doing so much alignment work today. And because I was doing so much alignment work and tapping into that frequency, I experienced so much magic today. So much magic. Imagine if we did that every single day, right? Imagine if we did that every single day. So that is the card balance, spirituality, and practicality. All that really is how you feel and taking that aligned action, right? That's really, really, really what it's about. Now, the last card is the fixed moon. This is holding your vision. What do you really want to create in your life? What is your biggest desire? What is your absolute biggest desire? If this one thing happened, then I would literally feel so happy. This would literally change my entire life. What is it? What is that one thing? And it can be multiple things, but if you could tune into one thing that would prove to you that miracles are real, that miracles are normal, that magic happens all the time. What is that one thing? And I can't stress to you how important it is to hold your vision, because it's so easy to get discouraged when we look outside of ourselves. Happiness is not found outside of ourselves. It's a journey that you have to take 0 miles to get to. Happiness, you have to be able to activate it within you, and then it reflects outward. You can never be like, I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when. Because then what you're teaching yourself is that you always have to wait on external circumstances to become happy. How can you create that inside your body today? Mine was thinking about all the possibilities. Like, if you have your own business, what would it feel like to make $1,000 days? 10K months, even above that? What if you could get paid just to paint all day and be in that creative flow? Like, think whatever you're doing in your life. What is the best possible outcome that you can experience, and what would it actually feel like if that happened now? Like, can you actually feel that? That's a test for you right now. Because we always say, oh, I don't know what it feels like because it's not here yet. But if you wait for that one thing to get here, you will not know how to actually energetically hold that manifestation, because you didn't train your body to feel it before you got it. I promise you, I know sometimes it's hard to control how you feel. I know sometimes it's hard to control your thoughts and emotions, but I promise you, if you master that, you are mastering your life, and you will create magic and teach other people how to create magic every single day. And that is why we are here. We are walking each other home. That is all we are doing. We are walking each other home on this journey, right? So how can you create magic today? What can you do that will light you up more than anything else? Don't give your power away, because I promise you, you are so powerful. You are so magical. You are the universe experiencing itself. Do you know how amazing it is that you're alive right now? Your heart is beating. You can breathe. You can dance. You can sing. You can move. Take a deep breath right now. Like, you are literally, that breath is you. That is proof that you are alive right now. That is proof that you are a miracle. I actually had a download the other day. I was on the couch and I was reading, and I just felt the couch on me. And I felt how soft it was, and that I even had the ability to feel with my hands, to smell the sage and the incense that I lit. That I could take in these really deep, beautiful breaths, and it would refresh and cleanse my entire body. That I could see color. That I could hear beautiful music. That I could sing. That I could dance. I started to cry. And I started to say, I'm alive. I'm alive. And that might sound crazy to some people, but other people that really have felt into how magical and mysterious it is to actually be alive right now, you have your senses. Look at these hands. Your heart is beating without you having to actually like make it beat. You can breathe. You can experience joy and music, and you can cry, and you can create, and you can speak to other people. How amazing is that? We are alive right now. So really tune into the magic of just being alive, and I promise you, that will reflect in every single area of your life. I promise you. What is one thing that you're grateful for today? Please leave it in the chat. What is one thing that you are grateful for right now? I'm grateful for being able to connect to you guys and have a beautiful community that I can talk to. I'm grateful for living in a world and a universe where opportunities happen every single day, where I can share what's inspired me and help inspire other people, and then those people can inspire other people, and those people can inspire other people. And it's creating such a beautiful, magical life. BG, I'm sending your cat so much love. Like, I have been there. Oh my gosh, my dog ran away before, and it was so terrifying. So I'm sending you so much love, sending you so much energy. He is safe. He or she is safe. Yes, Johnny, the grass outside. Yes. Yes, Ryan, I love you. Even the trees, like the trees will sing to me when I go outside. The wind is blowing through the leaves and it's like a song. And I just tune in and I close my eyes and I breathe in the fresh air. I saw a beautiful monarch butterfly today and I just held gratitude for that butterfly. That was the first monarch butterfly that I saw all summer, all spring. Dragonflies have been everywhere outside. Grateful for nature, awesome. Experiencing the beauty of personal growth, awesome. This stream, forest, awesome. I'm grateful for my patience and grace for older folks. I have a neighbor who is a widow and we have dinner every Thursday. She teaches me so much, so honest and direct. I learned so much. Casey, that is the most beautiful thing I have ever heard. Kiara, okay. Thanks for letting me know. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You guys, and the fact that we're all coming together right now, how beautiful is that? Yes, everyone send beautiful positive energy to Beachy. She finds her beautiful love, her little kitty. It's not my plane, it's the plane. We have so much to be grateful for. We have so much to share. We can express our feelings. We can sing. We can dance. We can talk. We can breathe. We can lay in a comfortable bed. I'm thankful for the warmth. I'm thankful for the air I breathe. I'm thankful for the gift of life. I'm thankful for the moon. I'm thankful for the stars. I'm thankful for being able to walk, to dance. Thankful for everything that we get to experience. And I really wanted to help you guys tap into that gratitude, because gratitude will shift your entire life. Gratitude is the #1 way to shift your frequency into a higher state of being. And when your frequency shifts, your circumstances shift. You will experience different things. Imagine if you were always angry. You would experience more things that made you feel angry, right? But what if you always felt joy? What if you always felt happy? What if you let your inner child live through you and you were able just to dance and sing and play? Like when I sometimes my inner child wants to color, wants to go outside barefoot and jump around in the rain and the puddles, and I do it, right? Because you're never too old to live like a child. That innocent, beautiful, creative, inspired like energy, you're never too old to live through that, right? I will be 80 years old outside playing in the rain, coloring, painting, wearing crazy colorful clothes that don't match, wearing extravagant hats. I will be that person. Because my life is determined by how I live it. Right? And I will never give my power away. I will never let anybody else control how I feel, control what I think, control how I act or how I live. You are so powerful. And I love you. And you should be telling yourself that you love you every single day. You should be your best friend. You are always there for you. You are there for you when you wake up. You are there for you when you go to bed. You are always there for you to make sure that you are taken care of, that you are fed, that you get to experience warmth. Give gratitude to yourself today. Have you told yourself how much you love yourself today? And how grateful that you are to be able to just be in your own presence, your own magical presence? I always tell myself I'm so grateful for my mind. I think so deeply. I feel so deeply. I love so deeply. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful that I'm in tune with that. So tell yourself, do mirror work if you want to. Mirror work is super, super powerful. I love you guys, and I hope that reading served you. We're definitely going to get into connecting with your spirit guides, and I'm going to share with you what happened to me last night, just in case you guys did not see the post. So first I'm going to talk about my experience, but you can also connect with your guys in Waking Live, keep in mind. So I had a dream last night that I went back to my childhood home, and it was the home where I had a lot of my trauma. It was where a lot of this stuff went down. I dealt with a lot of abuse in my childhood, and I felt very alone. And it started at 7 years old. Depends what kind of abuse we're talking about. I mean, I dealt with emotional abuse. I felt neglected, physical abuse from my brother. But it really, really started when I was 7. And I went back to that house, walking down that street in my dream last night. But then I noticed this beautiful gray horse was with me. She was so beautiful. And it's like I got all of this intuitive information about her. Her name is Agave. She was a gray horse. I'm not sure exactly which breed she was. She's 22 years old. And she was my dream guide. She guided me everywhere that I needed to go. She was such a sweet spirit. She was such a strong spirit. She was so protective. I felt so safe with her. I remember seeing another horse, and I pet the other horse. And I remember Agave feeling, obviously she didn't speak like we speak, but telepathically, she told me that she was scared that I was going to leave her because she's actually partially blind, Agave. And I told her, no, I love you. We're together. You're a part of me. I will never leave you. And there's something so magical about her, because even though she was going blind, she had such like a spiritual vision for what I needed, where we were going. She was such a beautiful guide. And I remember she went and picked me flowers and brought them back in her mouth and handed me flowers. And it was the most beautiful dream. I felt so supported. And that was the dream after my previous dream, where I was in some school, and I had a really hard time in school. A lot of the teachers hated me. I didn't have like a ton of friends. Like I had like a group of friends, but you know how niche it was in school. I just didn't feel like I fit in everywhere. Like I knew lots of people, but I'd mostly just like sit in the corner, listen to my music. I preferred having like one really good friend. I was that kind of person that would have like one good friend that I hung out with every day. We would try to get all the same classes together. It was like that one friend that I really resonated with, even though I had other friends. But in my dream, I was in a class. Again, that's my dream sign. Being in school. But for some reason, I didn't do a reality check this time, because I think I was meant to pick up the message that I received. And this teacher really hated me. She was giving me a really hard time, which was pretty normal in real life for teachers to treat me like that. They always treated me like I was stupid, like I didn't know anything. They would talk down to me. They were very rude. Pretty much a majority of my teachers in school were like that. And this teacher was like that too. But I remember I stayed after class, and then I just started talking to her. And I was just asking her how her day was and the stuff that she liked. And I realized that we have a lot of common. And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. I like doing that too. And I was just talking to her. I remember after I left, I like gave her a fist bump, and I was like, yeah, nice talking to you. I'll see you later. And it's like after I left the room, I tuned into her thoughts in my dream, and she was like, wow, someone that I perceived that had no potential actually brightened my day so much. This is someone that I really disliked, but she brought so much light in the room. And after speaking to her, she left, and I feel like the whole entire room is lit up. She has so much more potential than I assumed. And that was the dream, was like that interaction, and then me tuning into her thoughts afterward of like, oh, I really misunderstood this girl. And then I had the dream with my spirit guide. So I really think it was a message about my hidden potential that people cannot see, and the inner light that I actually have that can light up a room. And I believe that we all have that. And I believe that I was kind of misunderstood a lot of my life, especially in school. But that showed me like that I am so much more than I've allowed myself to be, and that other people have seen me as. And then I had that dream of 𝒂𝒏, my spirit guide, and guiding me back to my childhood trauma. So it's almost like me feeling unseen, unheard, and misunderstood in my childhood days, and just like my teenager days as well. And how I'm being divinely guided and how I'm always supported. It's like those dreams really, really connected for me. Beachy, I do see auras around people. That is actually something that I've always seen. And I don't know if it's like this for everyone else. I've asked people and they say that it's not, but I would like to hear what you guys see. So in school, actually, you know how a teacher is like standing in front of a whiteboard? I would see full colorful auras, like that would like radiate out, and then when they would walk, it would be like the tracer of their actual human figure. And so all through school, I actually just practiced seeing people's auras. I was like, oh, his is like an aquamarine blue. Oh, this teacher's is like a yellow green. Oh, and I would get really, really good at it. And now I can just hold my hand up, especially if the wall is white, and I can just see the outline of my hand. Last time I went camping, the sun was setting and there was just tons of treetops. The trees have such a powerful aura. It's like so huge. It's like so colorful and so expansive and so beautiful. And even when I look up at the sky, it's never just blue. Like I thought everyone saw this. I see like static and like orbs and like just color everywhere. It's like when you rub your eyes, or when you go outside and you come back inside and you can't really see because there's so many colors everywhere. That's what it looks like all the time for me. And I thought that was normal. I just assumed that everyone saw like that. And I remember asking Chance, like, you know when you're trying to see something and there's just so many colors and shapes everywhere and you literally can't see anything? And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, you don't, like, when you look at people, you can't see them. Like there's just this like these big masses of color everywhere. And he's like, what? I don't know what you're saying. Oh my gosh, 222. Oh my gosh, there's so much synchronicity. So yeah, that's one thing that I've always seen is like auras and colors around people. It's very intuitive too. Like I can tell if someone's lying to me, to my face. I can tell if someone's hiding something, or someone's feeling hurt, or someone's feeling uncomfortable. It's like I can tune into people's emotions. I'm just really a highly sensitive person to that. And when people are like, oh, you're so sensitive, it's like, yes, I'm very in tune with my senses, my five senses and my sixth sense, and my emotional senses. Yes, I think that is a superpower for us to have, you know? But I've always seen that. I actually had a friend come over a couple months ago and I was reading their aura, and I just had them sit against a wall, and it was like crazy. There was like colors, and there were shapes, and there was like different lights flashing, and it was like super intense for me. And that's something I've practiced since I was like 9. You guys aren't gonna believe it, but literally the first time that I did event for like tarot readings and mediumship readings was when I was 9 years old. I got invited to, well, there was this like mediumship group of like adults, like 30, 40 years old plus, and they would meet at this coffee shop all the time, and they would like have this like mediumship circle, and then they would host events where people could come get readings, like animal readings, card readings, intuitive readings. And I was 9 years old, and that was the first time I started reading people. 9 years old, reading adults, giving them tarot readings, giving them intuitive readings. I had a group for a long time where I would give people like animal readings for their pets, because I would be able to tell when there was an animal that was experiencing discomfort, or maybe there was a health issue or something like that. And so this has just been a part of my life, literally my entire life, since I could literally like perceive things. Like So it's just kind of, yeah, it's just a part of my life. And I've really been tuning into that lately, especially connecting to spirit and my spirit guides, and I see so many divine messages in nature. Like, I'm that person that goes outside and I will hug trees, I will put my hand on them and listen to them and get downloads from them. Everything I see in nature is a sign. A ladybug landed on Juno's head yesterday and I had to take a ton of pictures because I was like, oh my god, Juno, the ladybug spirit's trying to speak with you. I'm that person. Every single thing is a message to me. And it just helps me feel so guided. Like, even last night, I went out to take Juno to the bathroom, and then I was tuning into like divine love and really trying to activate love in my heart. And then I see it looks like it was drawn in red lipstick or something on the wall of the building I was next to. There was a red heart drawn on there. And I was like, okay, that happened right where I was tuning into the feeling of love, and I happened to turn right next to me and see that. Like, that's what it means to live by your perception, like being able to live a magical life because you perceive everything as magical. So that's literally how I am. So when it comes to meeting your spirit guides, you have spirit guides, you have animal guides, and then I believe that you have a master guide, which is like the main guide that is with you throughout life. So I believe that we have an entire spirit team full of beings and entities from different realms. I believe that our loved ones that have crossed over are also part of our guides, if that's part of like their soul contract. Like, if you're really close to a grandparent or someone in your life, I believe that maybe part of their soul contract is to guide you in the spirit realm. So I believe that we have an entire spirit team. So that's what I say, is like calling on my spirit team. But I believe that I have like a master guide, like an actual like I call them, they came to me in a lucid dream, and they were called star beings. So they were literally like beings made from the stars, and they didn't have like facial features and stuff. They were literally like a star. They was like radiating so bright, but like kind of in the shape of a human body. So that's one of my guides that I call on. And then I also have a guide named 𝒔, J-A-H, and that actually is the Rastafarian word for God, which I found out after I met 𝒔, and he is a dragon that is made out of like opal crystal, apparently. And he's really funny. He has a really big sense of humor. He's a protector for me, but he's like really, really funny. He like keeps me on my toes. He keeps me laughing when maybe things should be serious, or he just helps me have a lighter like energy within my life. And then 𝒂𝒂, I met 𝒂𝒂 in my dream last night, which is my spirit guide horse. Again, she's 22 and she's partially blind, and she's a very, very intelligent being. And I feel like I have, and it's so weird because like I in all my out-of-body experiences and my lucid dreams, like they reappear to me. Like, they're there when I have an out-of-body experience. They will literally clap. I hear people cheering. Like, I'm not lying. Like, I literally hear people cheering me on because I was able to get out of body and maybe enter a different realm. I want to give you guys one more example of how I've connected to them in waking life. Really, it's all about free will. Your spirit team cannot step in unless you give the consent for them to step in and guide you. They cannot control the outcomes in your life. They cannot control circumstances. They cannot control how you feel, but they are there for when you call on them. So you have to be able to call on them, and then that's when they can step in. Because part of our spirit journey, part of Earth School, is like going through tons of shit and just like figuring it out and like figuring what it's like to be a human, because we're not normally humans. Like, we're spiritual beings living in a human body, and we agreed to have amnesia and go through the experience to discover what it was like to be a human and help other spiritual beings ascend to a higher frequency. This is what I believe anyway. So they cannot step in and just take control of what you're working on. So you have to call on them. You have to ask for guidance in certain situations. So there was this one painting that I was trying to do, and I was like really frustrated because like I felt super discouraged. I was like, oh, I don't even have enough paints to do this. I don't even have enough colors to make this painting. I wanted to make this really cool beach picture. Maybe I can find it. I wanted to make this really cool beach picture for my coach, just because I love her, and I wanted to be like, hey, thank you for all that you do. But I was feeling really discouraged. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna call on my guides and see if they can help me or something. So I literally called on my guides. I was like, guides, I literally call in like this. May I please connect to my spirit team at the highest frequency? Please help me connect to my spirit team that resonates with like my highest good or something. Like I'll just say something like that, just calling them in. And then I'll ask for guidance. Like, please help me create something. I said, please help me create something for my coach that's better than any painting I've ever done. Like I really want this to push the limits of what I'm able to do normally. And I really, really made that an intention. Okay, my phone's at 5%. Let me try to go to my Facebook. Again, I only had like primary colors, I thought anyways, for acrylic paints. And then all of a sudden, after I called on them, they literally told me, go to your closet, go get the cardboard box, open the cardboard box that's on the right side of your dresser in the back of your closet, and lift up your canvases and pull that box out. Very specific message. And I was like, okay, okay, I'm going to do that now. And I literally went, and there was a whole set of colorful pastel paints that I didn't even know that I had. I was like, holy shit, okay, that was divine guidance. And then I literally, as I pulled out the paints, and there were literally every single color I could imagine, and that was one of the issues, is I didn't feel like I had enough resources to paint this for her. And then I like tuned into them. I was like, okay, I want to paint a picture of like a Florida beach, because she lives in Florida. That's who I'm doing the retreat with. And I really tuned into it. Oh, I found it. And I was like, please help me create something so beautiful that I even surprised myself that I painted it. And I tuned into spirit, guys, and I literally painted this like totally intuitively. Let me see if it is it gonna focus. I painted that with acrylic paint. And I was so surprised with myself. That was very intuitively done. That was very intuitively done. And I was like, wow. And I made the intention to surprise myself. Like, wow. Because I've always thought like, oh, I can't paint very well. Like, even though I'm artistic, I like have had this thing in my mind like, oh, I can't paint. And so I was like, I want to be able to surprise myself. And they literally delivered that intention. So thank you guys. So what I want to tell you about this is you just have to make the intention. You have to call them in and then create the intention of what you want them to help with. So it's actually thanks to calling on my spiritual guides. I've always, oh, thanks, spiritual monk. I can send it to you, like via email or something. And by the way, guys, I do custom paintings. So if you guys want like a physical piece of artwork from me that I mail you, I write a handwritten letter to you. Sometimes I include extra goodies in the package, and I will literally mail you a hand-painted piece of artwork with a handwritten message to you and send it to your house. So if that's something you're interested in, then definitely email me about it, because that is one of the things that I do. But that's really what it is about, is like being open to receiving guidance and following the intuitive like nudge, right? So knitting, usually my paintings are like 111, which is pretty cheap because that covers like shipping and everything and all of the time and energy that I put into it. It really depends if there's anything specific that you want me to paint, how long it takes me, or if you're wanting to like purchase one of the paintings I've already done or something. So you can message, you can just email me and we can chat about it depending on what you want. But yeah, a lot of them are like 111. What are you guys talking about? Okay. I love that you guys are having like a whole conversation going on. I'm pretty sure it won't be that much. I mean, the most I've spent for shipping is like $50. Like at most, I'd have you just like pitch in a little bit for the shipping. But the times that I put into my paintings, like that painting took me 6 hours and I didn't move. Like I was painting the entire time. So definitely, yeah, I don't know what the be ready thing for is either. I don't know what you guys are talking about. But if that's something you're interested in, I also want to start doing like a spirit animal series where I actually intuitively tune into your spirit animal, or if you know your spirit animal, I could paint. I want to do like a half portrait and then half your spirit animal thing. That's one thing that I've kind of been thinking about. But the point of sharing all of that with you was that before I felt like I was super alone. I didn't know that I could just call for intuitive guidance and I would receive it. Like even if there's a question that I've been stuck on for maybe like days, I call for guidance and then I literally receive the answer in like 10 freaking minutes. What? You're telling me I could do that the whole fucking time? And I've been stuck freaking out trying to figure out this one problem in my life, and then all I could do is be like, hey guys, I need some help. Can my homies help me out? My multi-dimensional homies, can you like help me out a little bit? And they're like, yeah bro, I got you. Like, look, this is what you need to do. And I'm like, oh, didn't even think of that the whole time. Like, so I want you guys to know that you're literally, you are not alone. We have so much support. And think about it, this is John, oh my gosh. Yes, Justin, I know. Oh my gosh. And it's like we go so long with thinking that we're alone and we don't have guidance or we don't have a support system when really, so it depends. Sometimes I do hear an actual voice, but mostly it's like it's a thought. It's like an intuitive nudge. It's like I just get like a aha moment is kind of what it feels like. Like when I was on the floor, like, spirit guides, spirit team, I really want to paint this painting for my coach, but I don't have the paints that I need, and I don't feel like I know what to paint, and I'm feeling very discouraged. And then all of a sudden it was like, I need to go to the back of my closet to get a to look inside of a cardboard box that is on the side of my dresser on the right hand side underneath a ton of canvases. It's like I got this random like idea, like download, and I knew it was outside of me because I was like, where did that come from? And so I was like, okay, I've learned just to act on whatever I'm feeling. And I went and I got the box out, and voila, a whole freaking set of tons of acrylic paints that I completely forgot about. And I was like, wow. And I even said thank you because like I knew that that was guided for me to do that. And then if there's anything that I'm launching, maybe I'm creating a video, maybe I'm working on poetry. I love writing poetry. I love writing music. I love to sing. I love to like do everything. I just love everything. Multi-passionate. That's what it is. I will tune in first and I'll set an intention. Like I try to do everything in my life with an intention, and I found that that helps it go really well. Like in the morning, I will tune into the frequency of gratitude, love. I will just like tune into gratitude, and then I will write in my notebook how I want my day to go. How do I want my day to go? How do I want to feel today? What do I want to get done today? How do I want to feel at the end of the day? Right? Even when I cook, even when this is called kitchen magic, and it's basically like anything in your life can be magic. This is like witchcraft 101. Like you just do things with an intention for that to literally blossom. Like when I'm cooking, I do kitchen magic, which means every spice represents something else. This is for like infinite love, or this is feeling this way today, and this and this. So you're literally creating a concoction of all of these intentions, and you believe that it's holding all of your intentions, right? So when you like make this into a soup or something, you're literally drinking a warm, beautiful soup made out of all of these magical intentions. When I have these goddess baths where I make baths with tons of different Epsom salts, essential oils, tea bags in there. I'll make like little tea bags, like lavender tea bags for my bath, like oatmeal, clay, bath bombs, like all this random stuff. And I'll do everything with an intention. Every time I put something into the bath, this is for this, or I intend for this to allow me to experience this or feel this. And then like everything that I do now has an intention tied into it. Even when I light a candle, when this candle is burning, this is going to be activated, or I'm going to feel this way. When I light this incense, this is what this is going to bring to my life, or this is what this is going to create. And so literally everything I do now is with an intention. So it's literally like bringing magic into every area of your life. And that's kind of how it is connecting with spirit guides. You just call on them with an intention. What are you wanting guidance on? What are you wanting them to bring you? What ideas do you want to flourish when you call on your spirit team? Like, and of course I believe in like spirit team and soul family, because bro, like, we're in this 3D dense reality. Like, we're pretending to be human right now. We're literally in space on this tiny ass floating rock, and there's millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions probably of different planets, different star systems, different universes, different realities, like, and we can only see 1% of our experience with it, which is visible light, which is shown in quantum physics. So we are literally seeing only 1% of what is actually there. Of course, I am multidimensional. Of course, there are other realms and realities that I can call on. Like, there's no way that I am alone right now. And I have been shown that time and time again, because every time I call on my spirit team, every time I call on my spirit guide, like, every time I need to see something from a different perspective, it's like I get this thought in my head, which is the equivalent of them whispering to me, you just got to do this. You got to think like this. Have you done this? Like, I'm like, oh my God. And that's why I literally have notebooks all over the house, because I'm constantly getting ideas. I'm constantly like, something's switching on, something's switching on, something is switching on, like all the time. And so that's really what it's like to live an intentional life, and to understand that you do have a support system, like, in like literally every realm of existence, right? But we have to be willing to tune out of this physical reality. Like, if we base all of our emotions and our thoughts on what we physically see, we will always suffer. If we are attaching ourselves to different people, to different circumstances, to different things, to different places, you're going to suffer. Attachment is the root cause to all suffering. If we were not attached to something, we would not suffer because of it. We are attached to something because we give that something a specific meaning. Say you broke up with your boyfriend, or you broke up with your girlfriend, and you think that your life is over, right? What are you making that situation mean about you? Are you making it mean that you're unworthy? Are you making it mean that you don't deserve love? Are you making it mean, like, what are you making it mean? Because you're obviously attached to this false meaning that you gave that person, right? And it's like us giving away our power when we're overly attached to something. Now, I know that breakups are hard. I know that different things are hard in our life, right? But it's the meaning that we give these things that cause us to be attached, and that attachment is what causes our internal suffering. So the less attached we are to the physical circumstances and things that we experience, the more whole and complete we can allow ourselves to feel. And if we feel whole and complete without any other person, without any circumstance, without any physical thing, our wholeness and completeness can never be taken away from us, which means our happiness, our joy, and our liberation can never be taken away from us. So it's all about detaching. Detaching. What are you attached to that may be causing you suffering? Like, when I was a teenager, I would definitely get over-attached to people that maybe I went on a date with, or maybe that I was dating for a while, because I just assumed that they were always telling me the truth. And guys at that age, I'm sure there are really nice guys at the age that I was at, but I did not experience that. And I allowed myself to be manipulated because I was attached to certain meanings that I gave those people, or I gave that person, right? Like when I lost a job that I really, really enjoyed, it was like this weird, it was attached to my manifestation, because I was like, oh, I really want to be a coach. Oh, I really want to be a YouTuber. I really want to do this. I really want to teach people how to lucid dream. So this like weird freak accident happened where I literally got fired. Me and this other person got fired for like no reason. But I made that mean that I was unworthy or I was stupid because I couldn't hold that job or like this or this or this. So my manifestation actually coming to like flourishing, I attached another meaning to it, which made me suffer. No, you were right. There's a difference between clingy and what I experienced, Travis, but I appreciate your input for sure. I was definitely attached to specific outcomes because, again, like I said earlier, I feel deeply, I think deeply, I love deeply, and I loved spending time with people. I'm a Leo. I'm literally a Leo sun and moon. I love connecting with people, right? And I'm definitely more introverted now because I found peace in my own like solitude and my own practices. But I was I was like hanging out with people all the time, right? But then I started to associate my happiness with the people that I was hanging out with, right? We kind of do that. Like, oh, if I can't hang out with people like what this current situation happened, like we all had to go home, we couldn't really hang out with people, right? And so we're like, oh, I'm gonna be so sad, I'm gonna be so depressed because I can't hang out with other people. Having to stay at home, having to work from home, having to do all of that, and associating that with meaning that you were gonna suffer created that suffering. So I'm a Leo moon and sun, and I'm a Capricorn rising. So I have the business, like rising Capricorn, and then I have like the fiery, passionate, like spontaneous, creative Leo side. So when they come together, they can be very powerful or they can be enemies. So I really have to work with both parts of myself, right? Because my Capricorn wants to create tons of lists, it wants to create schedules, but then my Leo doesn't want to follow routines and it wants to just flow with things and it wants to be creative and spontaneous. But what if I could bring that creative, spontaneous side to my business, right? Like we have to marry the two things. Right? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Totally. And so that's where I found my power, was detaching with how other people saw me or not hanging out with people that I used to hang out with, right? Aries and Taurus rising, or Aries and Taurus rising. So are you talking about like Aries sun and Taurus rising and a Cancer moon? So just to give you guys a little tip of like astrology kind of thing. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a little taste of astrology. The sun, your sun sign, is like, it represents your soul. It represents who you are. It represents your ego and kind of your personality, right? It represents like where your soul resides, like what your soul energy is. Your moon sign is like your thoughts, your subconscious, your beliefs, right? What's not really seen to the outside world. It's kind of how you think, how you feel, how you perceive things. It's your subconscious mind. Your rising sign is how other people see you. That's how you show up in the world. Does that make sense? So because I'm a sun and moon Leo, I feel very like random, I feel very spontaneous, I feel very all over the place. But the rising sign, my rising sign is a Capricorn, so people see me as business, 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 even though I do not see myself that way. Right? Yeah, your rising sign is your image to the outside world. Your sun sign is your soul and how you feel about yourself, and then the moon sign is your subconscious, your thoughts, your feelings. How removed are you from your high school days of teen drama? Are you talking about like, Mark, are you talking about the people or just like me reminiscing on my high school days? Because I don't talk to anybody that I went to school with now. I am so in my own realm that if I feel any resistance or any person that's trying to manipulate me or guilt trip me, I completely cut them out. Because I'm so used to feeling this like creative, loving, peaceful, exciting energy that anyone that tries to create a different vibe for me, I just don't. Is this another iteration of masculine, feminine, positive? Yeah, it can be. Yeah. Yeah, Eric. Yeah, like the sun is like the masculine energy. The moon is like the feminine. And the moon is more of like, your moon sign is like how you think, how you feel, which is more feminine. It's like the subconscious mind, the mystery of life, your dreams, your desires. That's your moon sign. And then the sun sign is kind of like the work you do, how you show up in the world. You know, it's like more masculine energy. So I'm very Leo. Both the time since then and your mental attachments, I guess. Well, I had a very hard time in high school. I did graduate, but I slept through most of high school. I just didn't care. And I guess it's just the home life I had at the time. It's like I felt horrible at school and I felt horrible at home. And the people I hung out with weren't good for me either. So I just felt very trapped. The only way that I felt, I slept for like 12 hours a day when I could. I didn't want to. I was either hanging out with friends, like always, never home, or I was just by myself in my room listening to music. Music is what like really got me through school. I never really knew how to speak up for myself in school. I had a very toxic friend group. A lot of the people in there were very toxic. You know how it is in high school. And I never really knew how to speak up for myself. I felt like everyone was fake. Like no one was my real friend. I did have like a couple really good friends, but it was just like after high school, after I graduated, I never really saw any of those people again, and that's kind of how it is with school. But that's when I really started to find myself. Well, I went through like a really big partying phase for a while till I was about 21-ish. It's so funny. Once I hit 21, that's like when I'm over partying. I'm like, all right, I've got like 6 years under my belt now. I'm good. I need to calm down a little. Is the rising the gossip about you? It could be. The rising sign is how people see you. So people always tell me, you need to stop working so hard. You're too busy. You need to take a break. But it's because I have a Capricorn rising and people see the list and the structure and the hard work because of my Capricorn rising. But me, because I'm like Sun, Moon, Leo, I see myself as too spontaneous, too like I need to get more organized. It's like I have a different perception of myself than how people, the outside world perceives me, if that makes sense. Yes, I also felt people around me weren't really my friend. We were together, but I never really clicked that well. Right? Yeah, and I had like at least one really good friend that I was with all the time. And it was kind of like, if that person wasn't at school, I spent most of my time alone. Because I didn't really like huge friend groups. I wasn't into it. People just felt fake. It just didn't feel good. And it's because I was a very, very sensitive person too, as far as like energies go and other people's thoughts and emotions. And like when places were too loud, I would get anxious. It was just like that kind of energy. Travis, you need to chill a little bit, man. Mark says, Haley, it ain't just high school folks who are fake. I found that it's pretty much all. It's a majority. Yeah, absolutely. Especially at that age, it's so rough because you're still trying to figure out who you are, right? Like, so it was very, very difficult for me. But even into my adult years, definitely, like the story I told you guys about the person at the beginning of this year who was literally 55 years old and was probably the most childish person and manipulative person I've ever met. You know? That's how I kind of feel. And a lot of people are just highly sensitive. You know, it's sensitive to other people's environments, like just other people's, like if you're on the street, for example, and there's tons of people, you can feel everybody's energy, right? Or when people are like, it's just like overwhelming. Like there's so many things you pick up on in the world and it's just like overwhelming. That's why school was really not my friend. Just not to mean anything hurtful. I'm just like, I'm an Aquarius with a moon and sun in Aquarius and everything is... Wait, are you a sun, moon, and rising Aquarius, Nitin? Oh my god, is that true? That's so crazy. That's so cool though. I would love to do, I'm still learning some astrology, like how to do it on my own. Jax has been like my astrologer for a while, but I really will have to look. You guys can go to Astro Theme if you guys are ever interested. If you guys know, if you guys have your birth certificate, you can go to Astro Theme and you can put in your name, obviously, your birthday, where you were born, like the location and your time. And it will show you your sun, your moon, your rising, all your planet placements. And it's really cool. And you can click on them and it will tell you like the little meaning of each one. So it's really good for beginners. That's what I used a lot when I was beginning kind of understanding astrology. Oh my gosh. Speaking of Gaia is a very good subscription. Gaia is a very good subscription. If you guys don't have Gaia on Prime Video, what's the best way to lucid dream naturally? Doing reality checks, becoming aware. Because think about it, the reason why we don't always dream is because we always assume that we're awake, right? And it's because we carry that habit over from waking life. So whatever habit you have in waking life, you're going to have in the dream realm. So if you always assume that you're awake in waking life without checking, you're going to notice that you do that in the dream. So anytime something weird happens in waking life, just ask yourself, that's weird. Could this be a dream? Could I be dreaming? How do I know I'm awake right now? And you'll actually start to habitually ask yourself those questions in the dream, leading to lucid dreams. So that's the easiest way to spontaneously lucid dream with basically no work, is just doing some waking life practices like that. Spontaneous mind reading is a curious thing. Ears hearing words being spoken. You know, yeah, and it's like, even if someone's not really telling me, like, I can just, like with my friends, I'll be like, what are you thinking right now? And they'll be like, what do you mean? And I'll be like, I don't know, it just feels kind of like tense, chaotic, like you're worrying about something, like you're thinking about something. Like I'll just pick up on that energy and they'll be like, no, I'm fine, no, I'm fine, no, and then they'll finally tell me. But it's, I don't mean to like, I mean, if it's a friend that I like am comfortable with, I'm like, come on. Really? Are you sure? Doing reality checks and writing my dreams down. Now I lucid dream 2 nights in a row. Yes! A habit of awareness leads to a habit of lucid dreams. Absolutely. I don't own a clock in the house and my dreams are oh my gosh. Dream sign for sure. There are interviews. I definitely recommend Charlie Morley. He is so cool. He's my favorite lucid dreaming author. I actually have been chatting with him for a while, mostly through like Instagram and like Facebook and stuff, but that was like my dream, was to like connect with him. And that's so cool because the people that I looked up to in the lucid dream community, like my favorite authors and stuff, I actually am friends with now. So I'm like, oh my god. So Charlie Morley, he has a few different interviews on Gaia. There are some on YouTube as well. So they don't have any like shows dedicated to lucid dreaming on Gaia, but they do have a lot of like interviews. One of my favorite shows on there is Mystery Teachings with Teresa Bullard, and she does talk a lot about lucid dreaming, out-of-body experiences. She's a physicist actually, and it's really, really cool. I'm actually an INFP or something. I'm like a mediator. Yeah, INFP. I think that's what it is. Mediator? I think that's what it is. I know that there were a lot of different poets that were my personality type. I'm pretty sure it's a mediator though. Yeah, you can astral project directly from a lucid dream, which is actually one of my favorite ways to teach my clients, because you're already in REM, right? And you're conscious that you are in REM. You're just in the dream realm. So it's easy for me to transition from a lucid dream to an out-of-body experience. And that's usually what I teach my clients. So I offer lucid dreaming. Oh, look at my INFP friends in here. Oh my god, you guys. That's so cool. Wait, what's AstroTheme doing? I know there are a couple like ads on the sides. It is like a free software. um, a lot of the astrology chart site things you have to pay for. And AstroTheme, there are like ads on the side sometimes. But it works great. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't taken that test forever. What was I saying? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, there's a few different things I offer. I obviously offer like YouTube coaching and stuff. I'm an editor for some people. I'm an online business manager in different parts of my business, a content designer, and then I obviously offer like lucid dream coaching and out-of-body experience coaching. And even when someone gets in on my lucid dream coaching, I usually tell them, okay, well, you're probably going to be able to experience out-of-body experiences anyways, because once you get really good at inducing lucid dreams, it's pretty easy to induce an out-of-body experience. Sleep paralysis. Yeah, I literally have a full playlist on sleep paralysis. If you guys haven't checked it out, I would definitely recommend it. You ever share dreams with people and talk about it in waking reality? I have a couple times. I've shared 2 out-of-body experiences and about 2 or 3 lucid dreams. So it's not very common, but if you're very connected to the person, you can. It can't just be a random person. It has to be someone you're very like emotionally connected to. You can almost like finish each other's sentences kind of thing. Those are the people that you'll probably have the most luck with when it comes to sharing lucid dreams and out-of-body experiences with, because you have to be able to tune into their energy. You do much liminal dreaming in the 𝒚𝒔𝒔 state? Yeah, I actually just did a class on liminal dreaming, actually, Mark. So it's funny that you said that. And that's one of the classes in the Dreams Up series is liminal states. So absolutely, liminal dreaming is an amazing gateway to lucid dreams, out-of-body experiences, and just teaching yourself to stay conscious as your body falls into sleep. Because for anyone who doesn't know, liminal dreaming is really just riding the wave between wakefulness and sleep. It's very light sleep, but there's still a slight sliver of consciousness that is awake. And if you've ever seen the colors and flashing images and all those things as you're falling asleep or when you're waking up, those are the liminal states. And if you can see if you can anchor in that state and stay conscious as long as possible, then you can induce some liminal dreams, my friend, and that'll actually help with your dream recall. So when you get dreams that are more real than real life. Wait, yeah, but made an account in the mail is verifying is going to spam. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? Okay, when you get dreams that are more real than real life, do you have that feeling that makes you want to stay there forever? I do get the feeling that I like don't want my dreams to end, especially because I have like real friends in my lucid dreams and out-of-body experiences. Like I told you guys, I'll have like actual dream worlds that I'll be able to go back to, you know, over and over again. I've told you guys about some of the dream worlds that I experience on the regular, and there's some people there that I see many times and they're like, oh hey, it's been a while since we've seen you, how's it going? Like it's like actual people in my dreaming experiences. And so yeah, I do feel like sometimes it's hard to want to wake up, but also when you live, oh my gosh, playbacks are at 333. Watch time is at 555. Oh my god. And then the viewers is at 222. Oh. Oh shit. Damn it. I was gonna take a picture. It was literally 222 333 555. And I was just gonna take a picture. And then right as I tried to, it changed. I guess I was just meant to experience that in the moment, but holy cannoli. That was crazy. But yeah, as long, and I was just gonna say before I saw that, I was like, when you live a magical life, when you allow yourself to live a magical life, it makes it easier to wake up because you know you can create magic in this life too. Vegan Organic Assassin Creed, love that. Absolutely. Anything is possible. For those of you who are new to lucid dreaming, I have like an entire playlist on lucid dreaming. I literally healed incurable stomach issues. The doctor says was incurable, but I was on 8 medications. I was in the ER like 4 times a week. It completely took over my life. I could not even work. I was in so much pain. That was like the most pain I've ever experienced. That was the one thing that was gonna, like, I was like, if I could just heal myself and I could like stop being in pain all the damn time, I will feel so grateful and happy. And I literally did that through the lucid dream, and I was able to get off all 8 medications, which sounds like a dream, but I've made a couple videos on it, so I definitely recommend checking it out. There are some anecdotal reports on lucid dream healing, and there are some studies that are being done on that, so I would definitely recommend checking out. That stuff never works for me. It's either the belief that you believe that it never works, like you just said, or that it can't work, or maybe it's just kind of like the method you're doing it. And I really just recommend playing around with it. There is a very specific method that I kind of use to induce that healing, so I definitely recommend checking out those videos. But when we're in the lucid dream, our subconscious mind, we're like inside of our subconscious mind, so any affirmations, any intentions, any suggestions go directly to the subconscious mind, so it's like instant hypnosis. And your brain thinks you're actually awake in the lucid dream, so anything that you do in the lucid dream will actually affect your waking physical body, which is why athletes practice sports in the lucid dream, because they can learn in the lucid dream and wake up with improved skill. So, very powerful, very, very powerful. Let me see, if you're learning language and you've listened to 1,000 hours of actual Japanese in your waking life, but you still can't speak native, like you create a character that is fun. Absolutely, and you could probably, yeah, you could probably really, really improve in speaking different languages in the lucid dream state, because think about how limitless our consciousness is, right? It's just because we're trying to train our conscious mind, but when the conscious mind takes a step back and we're actually able to experience our subconscious mind and our limitless potential in the lucid dream state, we can actually learn things a lot faster. There's tons of experience I've read about people learning languages. I learned how to drive in the lucid dream state. Like, I definitely recommend. I learned literally how to drive in the lucid dream. I've learned how to improve my paintings. I practice working out in my dreams. I love doing like yoga and like, so I'll just like try new things in the lucid dream state. I got over my fear of public speaking in the lucid dream. I learned how to play acoustic guitar. I'm still not the greatest, but I definitely learned a lot about guitar in the lucid dream state. So I definitely recommend checking that out. What do you think about people say that the dream realm is the astral realm? You just have to experience both to know that they're slightly different. One is in the subconscious. Like, how I describe it is, when you're lucid dreaming, you are inside your subconscious mind, and when you're in the out-of-body experience, your consciousness is projected outward. So one is an inward experience and one is an outward experience. Yes, that first video of yours that I ever saw last week about the 10 coolest reasons to lucid dream healing your digestive order was what prompted me to leave a comment. Well, I'm so glad you're here, Mark. I am so glad you're here. And please, if you have a Facebook, please join my Facebook group. There's a whole community in there. You can get on my email list. In that group, you can post your experiences, your questions. There's over 300 people in there. I'm really present in there as well, so it's really easy to connect with me in there. It's a lot easier than emailing. So I would definitely recommend joining that if you can. The link is in the comments to all the things. And if there's anybody who is interested in decoding your dream symbolism, learning how to interpret your dreams, and learning how to communicate with your subconscious and connect with your inner self, even outside of non-lucid dreams, I would definitely recommend checking out my masterclass coming up on dream symbolism, and that is happening on July 5th. You can email me for the link if you would like to. It's also in my most recent post on the community tab of my YouTube channel. So you can kind of do the, yeah, yes, I would definitely recommend checking it out. That's like literally accessing our limitless potential. It's so powerful. I would absolutely recommend checking it out for sure. Let my body rise, I start sleeping fast. You were definitely shifting out of your body for sure. If you felt yourself rise and you started to feel physical movement, that's your energy body. So you can kind of tell when you're about to have an out-of-body experience because you're laying in your bed, but all of a sudden you feel movement. You feel like you're slipping off your bed. You feel like you're falling. You feel like you're spinning around. You feel like you're floating, and you have to almost check to see if it's actually happening. That's because you're starting to tune out of your physical body and you're starting to tune into your actual energy body. And so all you really have to do is really start to manifest more movement, like imagine more movement, and you'll actually start to move that way. Like when I'm in sleep paralysis, I will imagine slipping off my bed, and then I'll actually feel myself slipping, and I feel my body doing these weird things. But then it leads to me being literally completely separated out of my physical body. So do you spy on people sometimes when you astral project? That doesn't even cross my mind. I'm so concentrated on not ending the experience and trying to find beings that I can talk to and just maintain the experience. So I've hardly seen I've hardly seen other people in waking life in my out-of-body experiences. I'm mostly just concentrated on trying to get the experience to last. Oh, are you on the Astro theme, Knittin? Are you on a computer? If you're on your phone, there's no way. I haven't used it in a sec though. Yeah, let me see really quick. Astro chart? No. Why is that coming up? Oh no. I was looking at Napoleon Hill's chart. Astro theme. So when you're on Astro theme, you're gonna click the chart that you see, how it says moon phase on the left. It's like the collective chart for today. You're gonna click on that. And then on the right side, it will say date and place. You're going to put your date of birth, place, and then click natal chart inside. And that's going to put your natal chart in the actual chart. You have to click next twice. It's like a whole process. Maybe I'll make a video on it because I don't want to confuse you. But maybe I'll make a video on it. Pisces sun with an Aries moon. Ooh, I love that. That's so funny because Chance is also a Pisces sun with an Aries moon. And an Aquarius rising. That's interesting. Okay, let me pull up the last thing to show you guys. Okay, so all of these, I talked to you guys about the master classes that I'm running. All of them are happening on the 5th, starting next month. So July 5th, August 5th, September 5th, October 5th, and so on. The first class is Dreams of Symbolism. So how to decode the symbolism in your dreams. The next one is Dreams of Awareness. So how to actually gain more awareness and control in your dreams, which will lead to lucid dreams. Dreams of Lucidity, which is all about lucid dreaming. Dreams of Neuroplasticity. So how to rewire your brain in the dream state. Dreams of Liminal State, so how to actually liminal dream and use that for your dreaming practice. Dreams of the Shadow, so how to do shadow work in your dreams and reprogram your brain and integrate trauma. Dreams of Visitation, so how to actually manifest your spirit guides in your dreams, past loved ones, like how to actually have visitations in your dreaming experiences. Dreams of the Inner Child, so how to do inner child work in your dreams. Dreams of Manifestation, so how to use your dreams to actually manifest physical results in your waking life. And I'm going to teach you how to actually manifest certain things in your dreams if you want to control them more. Dreams of Nightmares, so how to actually use your nightmares and how to get information out of your nightmares, how to integrate your nightmares, and how to make the most of those experiences because they are the most healing form of dreams. And that leads into Dreams of Healing, so how to actually physically, emotionally, mentally, and psychologically heal through the dream states. So those are the master classes I am going to be running. Again, the first one is on July 5th, which is the symbolism class, and the last one is on May 5th next year. So you're going to literally have a master class every single month for 11 months. So I'm super, super, super excited. Let's see, 3. Yeah, 11. Yep. 11 months. So if you guys are interested in that, again, you can get in on like single master classes, or you can get the entire series. But if you guys are a part of my like Facebook community or anything, I do have the links in there. Message me, like email me if you have any questions about the classes. If you have any questions about your dreaming experiences, lucid dreams, put that in the Facebook group. You're going to get answers way quicker in there, and I will be able to respond to you way quicker in there. But if you guys are interested in joining any of the classes, they are going to be live. They're going to have live master classes, and the recordings will be available. I'm super excited. I'm really excited for it, and it's going to be a great time. So I'm super excited. Let me know if you guys have any questions about that, and I'll be super excited to answer them for you and hopefully see you there. So, like, you've been practicing for a long time, you still can't control your astral projection. Yeah, lucid dreaming is actually easier than out-of-body experiences, because out-of-body experiences, they can end a lot quicker. So if you can use lucid dreaming to kind of get the hang of like controlling your experiences and maintaining awareness in a dream state, that will actually really benefit your out-of-body experiences. So I usually teach my clients lucid dreaming first, and then we go into out-of-body experiences. Dream healing on someone with Alzheimer's. Actually, Mark, that is actually very possible. Robert Wagner did talk about distant healing in the lucid dream state. So I absolutely believe that you can do that, because we can do distant Reiki, right, in the waking state on people. So we can absolutely do that in the dream state. I love Robert Monroe, spiritual monk. I've always wanted to go to the Monroe Institute. I have Robert Monroe's books. I love his Hemisync tracks on YouTube. I love everything that Robert Monroe does. If you guys have not read the book Journeys Out of the Body by Robert Monroe, he basically, it's like a whole book of his journal entries of when he started to discover that he was having out-of-body experiences, and he actually thought that he was dying. So he ended up going to the doctor trying to explain his experiences, and they're like, what are you even talking about? So he started to experiment with them, and he got really good at them, to the point where he could just lay down and induce the vibrations and have out-of-body experiences. So I absolutely love Robert Monroe. His books are amazing, and I definitely recommend checking them out for sure. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'm gonna go. I have to do my kind of like dream ritual before bed and like get ready, and I am making a video for you guys on you know, some dream herbs that I'm taking, so I gotta go do that. But I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Again, if you have any questions about the master classes that I'm running, definitely let me know. If you guys missed out on the 4-day workshop, you can actually find that on my Teachable website. That is in the comments as well. It's under my courses, classes, mentorships. You should find that in the description of this video and all of my videos. And I definitely recommend joining the Facebook group if you guys want to be a part of a community and be able to ask questions and post your experiences. I would love to have you there. I hope that you got something out of this video. I love you guys so much, and I always love hanging out with you guys. We will be back next Monday at 8:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's usually between 8:30 to 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, but some stuff happened that surprised me today, like I told you guys about earlier. And so I had to take care of that, but it was really, it was good news, so it was fine. But 8:30 to like 9 to 9:30 p.m. So, you know, we try for 8:30 unless something like that comes up. But we are live every single Monday. Stay tuned for a video Wednesday, and I will see you guys soon. And as always, I'm sending you guys endless love and endless lucidity, and I hope you have an amazing night. And I hope to see you back next Monday at around 8:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I love you guys so much. Again, Eric, yes, of course. Yes, it was so good to see you guys. Thank you all so much. Can you email me, Nitin? Can you email me? Do you have my email? Did you already send me an email? Send me, because I don't have your email. So if you can email me and just say Discord link, okay, then I'll check that, and then I'll send you the Discord link. Okay. Sounds great. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. And as always, sending you guys endless love and endless lucidity. Bye, guys.